I want to get back to a couple things you said, but I want to stay here. When you told him don't record me, what's his reaction to that?
He was like, all right, cool. He just like put the phone down.
Right. But I see it somewhere where you said it was still a laptop up, possibly.
Yeah, there was a laptop on the table next to him.
Do you think he was recording on that secretly, or you told him to shut that down as well?
I went close the laptop. Like when he put the phone down, I went up and I pulled the laptop down like that.
Got you. I also seen where you made it clear to him, because just for our audience, you're not gay, and you made it clear to him that you didn't want to be touched by him at all, to where you're also an MMA fighter, for what I'm understanding, and you showed him 2 of your fights to let him know, don't play with me. Is that correct?
Yeah. It wasn't not me showing him that exactly for that reason, but he was curious about what I did, so I showed him the videos. And then she asked me, she was like, are you cool with doing the threesome? And I was like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Right.
And then never tried it.
Right. Was it any point during this, and we're staying on the first initial meeting, was there any point during this encounter with you and Jane Doe, did you think that Puff would try to join? Because when I spoke to Sheree about it, he said he couldn't get right because he kept thinking about Puff in his peripheral, trying to come in and trying to join, because he said Puff was basically jerking off watching him with Cassie. Did you worry about that when you were in there with Jane Doe?
No, and I always had her position to where I could see him.
Right. Was he jerking off, pause, while you was slamming his shorty?
He had his shirt off and he was sitting with his pants on. He had his hands in his pants playing with his shit.
Wow. It's crazy. And now, that's what I asked Sheree too, you know what I'm saying? Baby oil, he said, was mandatory. Was baby oil mandatory when y'all was...
Yeah, I had to tell her, I was like, it's too much baby oil. Like, that's enough, you know what I'm saying, with the baby oil shit. Like,
you gotta
you know what I'm saying? Like, we overdoing the whole baby oil thing.
Yeah, but like, what do you think that's about? Personally, like he just want to see everybody shiny. Like, what do you think? Why do you think that? What your personal opinion?
Honestly, I can't answer. Like,
right.
I like the girl to be wet when I'm having sex, but that shit right there is just a little overkill.
Right, I got you. I got you 100%. So, how many times did you actually meet up with Puff and Jane Doe?
Jane Doe,
yeah,
twice.
Okay. I was seeing a lot in her testimony that she was saying, and not necessarily with you, she was just saying throughout these acts that she felt obligated to do this. She felt like she was just doing this because Puff was paying her rent. She never felt comfortable. It was times that Puff would have engagements with her and somebody else and then go off with the current girlfriend that he had at the time. When y'all was together talking about you and Jane Doe, did it seem like she didn't want to be there at any particular time, or did it seem like she was enjoying herself?
It seemed like she was enjoying herself to me. Like, we was joked out, laughing, chilling at the same time, and it didn't seem like she was uncomfortable or felt forced at all to me.
Right. Did she orgasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seemed like she wanted to be there. She did what? Not to get too deep. Is she a squirter?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you felt it? Did you think the orgasm was fake, or she just was doing that to entertain Puff?
You never know.
Right.
You never know.
I got you, man. And like I said, it was a lot of things that she said. Did you know about who she was? I know you said you knew who Puff was. Did you know who she was?
I didn't.
Right. Did you know that, well, you didn't know who she was. Learning moving forward, did you realize that this is kind of what she does because she's been with other people? Like I said, I want to make sure I don't use the wrong words here, but who possibly, put it like this, I'll word it like this. She said in one of her testimony that Puff used to threaten her with videos and said he would send it to her baby's father. Did you realize who this was when the trial actually started?
I realized the weekend after I had the first encounter, because when I got the NDA and the agency let me know that it was a celebrity client, I have a friend that's with the agency as well.
Right.
And I told him, and he told me, he was like, it's Diddy. And I'm like, what? Like, why would you say that?
Right.
Because he's with the agency and he was booked with them a couple times. So when I first opened the door and seen him, I was like, damn, he's right.
Right.
So after the encounter, I managed shows like the same show Sheree manages.
Right.
I managed their show in New Orleans, in Las Vegas, in LA.
Right.
And he's in the show. And after the booking, I was at the show and I was like, I told him about the booking and he showed me the picture. He was like, was this her? And I was like, yeah, that was her.
Right.
And then he told me who it was.
Wow.
And then I was like, damn, that's when I realized.
Right. 100 fucking crazy. How far did these fantasies go? Like, I understand if, like you said, the encounter, but was it oral, anal? Like, was he directing y'all that far to shit that he wanted to see, or was it just regular sex with baby oil?
It was, she did give me oral, but it was pretty much regular sex with baby oil. Wasn't no like crazy shit.
But was he directing her throughout the whole encounter, Puff, I'm talking about?
Yeah, he would tell her like switch positions, or when she's doing oral, tell her stop and pour the baby oil or pour it on herself, or like say certain shit, and she would follow along.
Wow. Did it seem at any time he would get jealous of what you guys were doing?
No, I didn't feel that. Yeah. But there was one time when she kind of caught an attitude with him when she was giving me oil. I was like, damn, she nice with it. And he said, yeah, she's one of the ones on my A team. Okay. And she was like, I am the team.
Oh, got you. So got you. Yeah, see, the thing is, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get too much into it because of legal things, but came out. You could have been on the B team. I don't know what the problem. If you're on the A team, yeah, you could have been on the B or C team. P, you feel me? I don't really get it. What the problem is, but yeah, man, this is crazy. How much was you getting paid for this shit?
The initial booking was $2, but I got $5.
Okay, each time?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she ever try to reach out to you after you guys all did what y'all did? By herself?
Through the agency. No.
Okay, never personal. Okay, cool, man.
Never personal.